Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to pasteurize goat milk. So you don't have to pasteurize your goat milk. It's really your choice, but I choose to pasteurize it because I just don't like there's a lot of germs that could be in your milk that you don't know about, and you just don't want to get sick from it or anything. So I choose to pasteurize it. There is healthy benefits of drinking raw milk, but I choose to pasteurize it. Plus, a lot of cheeses and stuff you make calls for pasteurized goat milk. So, yeah. All the milk I have here, I milk the goat and then I strain it. So it's already been strained. I strain it through this. I got that on Amazon. I'll put it in the description, and it came with this, so you can use that. You want to use stainless steel when working with your milk, and then you just put this right over it, and you want to strain that to get any dirt or anything that might be in it. And so I've already done that, so all I have to do is just pour this all in a pan. And so I strain it through it, then I freeze it, and then once I have at least a gallon, I'll pasteurize it all at once, so I don't have to do it every day. So to pasteurize your milk, you're going to need a thermometer and a pan. If you just have a little milk, use a small pan. And after I milk the goat each morning, what I do is here's my milk, fresh from this morning, milk bucket. And so I keep this this towel over it. So when I'm out there and I'm coming to the house, I'm not bringing any germs or dirt that might fall in there, and so I keep that covered. And once I'm done milking, I bring this inside. You want to cool your milk down as soon as possible, so I put that straight in the freezer. Once I'm done with the animals, I come in and then strain it into a jar. But it doesn't freeze by the time I'm done with the animals. It takes a few hours to freeze, and it takes me less than an hour, maybe half an hour to do the animals. So I haven't strained this milk yet, and so I'm going to do that now using this strainer into the pan. It's better to use a double boiler because you can get like a mitt foam stuff on the top, but this pan is very thick on the bottom, so that helps with that. So I use the strainer. There we are. That just gets out any dirt or hair that might have fallen into the milk. And then for washing, you're going to want your water on super cold. So I put the water on all the way cold. Make sure it's cold. Rinse it off, because if it's not cold, your milk is going to cook. And so you rinse that all off. Once you get that all rinsed out, make it nice and put soap on it, make it nice soapy, and then use hot water to kill as much germs as you possibly can on everything, and scrub it with something rough, and yeah, that's how you wash it. So I have my milk on the stove here now, and I'm just going to add all my milk. Whole pan filled, and I still have so much more milk to add, but I'm afraid there's not going to be enough room, so just going to call it that. And I'm going to put this stove on low to medium heat, so I have that on like a 4. So You don't want to have it on too high. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on this, and then once this gets to 165 degrees, I'm gonna let it sit for 15 seconds, and then we'll turn that off. While it's warming up, you can also like mix it when it starts getting higher. That will help it not to get a foam on the top also. So I just like so it went up to 165 degrees, and then you're gonna let it stay at that temperature for at least 15 seconds. And then you'll turn your stove off. If for some reason you can't get your stove to go up that high, or I don't know, your stove's not working, so you have to heat it up on a fire pit or something. If you can't get up to that temperature, then what you can do is have it at a lower temperature, but you have to let it sit for 15 minutes, or maybe it was a half hour. 15 minutes to half hour. And yeah, I forget what the temperature is, but you could easily Google the temperature. You check your goat milk because cow milk might be different, but I'm not sure. Now what I do is I have these containers. I just we got cow milk in these, and the farm, like it's from a farm, but if you return these, you get a couple dollars off, like I think the next gallon. But I'm like these work good for goat milk too, so we keep some of them, and they have like smaller ones too, but yeah, they have really good chocolate milk. But so yeah, so I'm just basically putting the goat milk in here. I have this. You don't want to use plastic for a few reasons. One is germs. The other reason is it's hot and it can melt. And then I have the strainer. Now, why am I using a strainer if I already strained it before I pasteurized it? So the reason I'm doing that is because when you pasteurize it, it can have a foam on the top, and it's fine if you get a little in your milk. If you accidentally drink it, it's no big deal. But some people in my family are like, I don't want to drink goat milk. And so if they're drinking goat milk and they get a tiny chunk in there, they're probably never going to want to have it again. So if it happened to me, no big deal. Like, it's fine. But I don't want chances of someone else drinking that and not want to drink goat milk anymore. But then the other reason is, when you have goat milk raw, it goes bad within 3 days. And so, it was in the freezer or whatever, so, I put it in the freezer before I had the chance for it was 3 days. But sometimes when you thaw it out, you can just get a chunk or two in there from it being raw, so I just do that. There's so much milk, so I'm just going to have my sister hold that while I pour it in, because, straight, just so it doesn't spill or anything. Like 2 gallons right here so far. I still have to pasteurize some more. So these things are awesome though for milk. I love this. So cool. Don't mind my sister. She's so loud and annoying.
Not loud. Just doing dishes. Just kidding.
I did the dishes while you were asleep.
I was asleep then, actually.
So, yeah, here we are. So I gotta pasteurize the rest, and always remember, you gotta wash your stuff with cold water right away so everything doesn't cook up. So, thank you for watching. I ended up getting almost 3 gallons of milk. So that was a lot, and it was only from 3 days, just from one goat. I'm only milking one currently, but I'll be milking 2 soon. So I hope this was helpful, and have fun milking your goats and pasteurizing your milk, and subscribe for more videos.